Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto is a very sad man today because top church leaders are disowning his involvements in church activities. The ongoing prayers, rallies are not genuine. They are political meetings disguised as prayer meetings. Unfortunately, the church has been hoodwinked. Pastors and bishops are political brokers on hire by the political class. They are on their payrolls. A very sad state of the church. The salt has lost its taste and the light its brightness. Very Reverend Canon Sami Wainaina, All Saints Cathedral. Yes, that's why I say William Ruto is a very sad man this evening. Because just some few days ago, Nyeri Archbishop Muheria also warned the church against getting involved with politicians. And today, Reverend Wanaina seems to be repeating the same sentiments. And all these are church leaders from the mountain. I'm seeing a very high possibility where in the coming days, more church ministers are going to come out to disown William Ruto's involvement in the church. Because just yesterday, there was interdenominational prayers in Nakuru. William Ruto was the chief guest in the event. And William Ruto also announced that in coming weeks, there will also be one held at Nyayo. In this video, I want us to dig deep into this story to understand the implications of this new sudden twist coming from the church. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Reverend Wanaina is just confirming what Kenyans all along have been suspecting. The church in Kenya is corrupt, worshipping politicians and worshipping money at the expense of God. Yes. And the church on the mountain is leading in that. A good majority of church leaders, especially from the mountain, have reduced themselves into political sycophants. And they are going even to some extreme lengths of cursing other politicians who've got a contrary opinion to the leaders they are worshipping as church leaders. And some few years ago, we also saw some church leaders from the mountain even predicting that some politicians who had a contrary opinion to the leader they were supporting will die. We saw some even prophesying death on some politicians. The unfortunate bit about it, they died, the politician they were cursing is still alive. So even these church leaders on the mountain who are still worshipping politicians, still worshipping money, I'm certain that their day will come. Their day will come. They have turned the pulpit into a political arena where politicians, greedy leaders, insults, attacks one another. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. And from those sentiments by Reverend Wanaina, it's coming out clearly that some of these church leaders are on the payroll of politicians. They are on the payroll. So if maybe Kenyans hear them praising those politicians, it's not God, but they are actually praising them because they've been paid to do so. So Kenyans should wake up. Mount Kenya residents should and must wake up. There is no church on the mountain. The mountain church is already corrupt. It's already corrupt. So the people should wake up. And from those sentiments, I'm seeing the church now waking up. Because all along, these are things that the church was not brave to expose. But you are now seeing even the church leaders, some are even exposing that some of their colleagues are on politicians' payroll. I'm seeing the church now dividing itself. That only confirms that William Ruto and his team have succeeded or are succeeding in killing the church in Kenya, more so the church on the mountain. And if this trend continues, Kenyans will not have faith in our churches. The churches will just be seen as extensions of the political class. So Ruto in this case, I won't be wrong to insinuate William Ruto might be acting as the devil's agent here, in that Ruto is coming out as the reason the church is splitting. Ruto is splitting the church. That qualifies Ruto as a possible devil's agent meant to destroy the church. Because if a politician can succeed in splitting the church, then that politician is serving the devil's interests. Yes, because the church should be speaking in one voice. We should not have a divided church. So Ruto and his team are clearly killing the church in Kenya. More so, the church on the mountain. And William Ruto, just as I've been saying here, is very smart when it comes to propaganda. Brainwashing the masses. Ruto knows that when it comes in the name of the church, then many Kenyans will not question him. After all, he's God sent. People will just follow him blindly because you don't question things to do with God. That's the exact strategy William Ruto is deploying here. He wants to project himself as godly, God-fearing, so that as Kenyans suffer, Kenyans can see their suffering as maybe a devil's creation, and William Ruto is trying to intercede on their behalf. William Ruto is asking God to actually remove the sufferings from them. I'm seeing William Ruto trying to brainwash Kenyans there. He wants to create this feeling that the harsh economic realities Kenyans are going through are a creation of the devil. So William Ruto, wants to actually talk to God for the sufferings to go away. And I'm saying that because when William Ruto was announcing yesterday that there will be another interdenominational prayers in Nairobi, he made it very clear that they'll pray to God. They'll pray to God for things to be better, or rather for things to improve. Thus deliberate, a clever strategy by William Ruto to hoodwink the unsuspecting naive Kenyans. Thus, politics of propaganda, politics of falsehood and deceit. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.